Good evening. Welcome, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the chapter 4 of our textbook, that is about time value of money and discounted cash flow. You know, the money value changes over time, and when we are talking about uh, valuation, it is all about the cash flow in different time period. So it is very important to find out the present value of different future cash flows, the future value of a specific cash flow right now, present value and future value of stream of cash flows, so that we can make the valuation of our financial assets like stock, bond, all these things. For making valuation, the time period at which the cash flows are generated and the expected rate of return. Taking these into consideration, we calculate the cash flow discounted value at today's today's point of time. What is the present value? Let us start this discussion. The key concepts and skill we will develop. We will be able to compute the future value and present value of single cash flows or series of cash flows. For example, 1000 after 1 year, what is the present value today? Or 1000 today, what will be the future value after 1 year? We will be in a position to calculate. Similarly, for example, every month 1000 for next 12 months, what is the present value today? Or every month 1000 next 12 months, what will be its future value? We will be in a position to calculate. So one cash flow or stream of cash flow, we will be in a position to calculate the present value and future value. Next is we will be able to compute the return on an investment. So for example, you will have present value of a cash flow, future value, time period. Then you can calculate the rate of return. And you can be in a position to calculate the financial calculator. We will discuss about BA2 plus. If you have a BA2 plus, you can open so that we can have discussion, or else we can have the spreadsheet discussion. Is the main base discussion will be through the spreadsheet, but we can be in a position to calculate through the financial calculator. That is, we will use BA2 plus for Texas Instrument. We will understand perpetuities and annuities. What do we mean by perpetuity and annuity? You will understand in this chapter. The outline will be chapter 4.1 valuation. The one period means one cash flow, calculate future value and present value, we will understand. Multiple period cash flows. So the cash flows will be multiple period. How can we get the present value and future value? Compounding periods. We'll try to know how compounding periods happen. Simplifications, loan amortization, and what is a farm's worth. Let us start with 4.1 valuation with one period case. If you were to invest 10,000 at 12% interest for 1 year, your investment would grow to 11,200. How? So 1200 would be the interest for 10,000 at 12%, isn't it? 10,000 multiplied by 12% is equal to 1200. 1200 plus 10,000 will be the future value. That will be equal to 11,200. That will be the future value. So 10,000 present value today. Rate of interest, as I told you in the beginning, always the required rate of return is very important. So the present value here is 10,000. Required rate of return is 12%. Then the future value will be 11,200. The total amount due at the end of the investment is called the future value. Same like in one period case, the formula for future value can be written as, here in the previous example, what we have done, we calculate the interest separately. 10,000 multiplied by 12% is equal to 1200. We calculated interest. Added with the principal value or present value, we got the future value. But we can do through a formula. We can rewrite a formula for future value. Future value is equal to present value, that is 10,000 in our previous case, multiplied by 1 plus R. Because it is a single period, so no need of time, which time is equal to 1 year. So future value is equal to present value 1 plus R. Let us do it. If you are able to promise 11,424 due in 1 year, when interest rate is 12%, your investment would be worth 10,200 in today's dollar. How? 11,424. Now, the formula here is what? Future value is equal to present value multiplied by 1 plus R. If this is the case, then what will be the formula for present value, dear students? Future value divided by 1 plus R. So, do this. You are being promised to pay 11,424 in 1 year. Interest rate is 12%. Anything in future date means it is future value. So 11,424 is the future value. Rate of interest is 12%. What is the present value today? Very simple. Future value divided by 1 plus R. 11,424 divided by 1.12 is equal to 10,200. The amount that a borrower would need to set aside today to able to meet a promised payment of 11,424 in 1 year is the present value. So 10,200 one need to keep today to get 11,424 at the rate of 12% after 1 year. So in this case, 10,200 is present value, 11,424 is the future value, 12% is the rate of interest. So if you use the future value formula, will be the same. Present value multiplied by 1 plus R is equal to future value. Present value is 10,200 multiplied by 1.12 is equal to 11,424. The second. In the one period case, the formula for present value can be written as present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus R, as we have seen in the previous example, where C1 is the cash flow after 1 year, R is the rate of return, where PV is the present value. The net present value of an investment is the present value of expected cash flow Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Net present value of an investment is the present value of the expected cash flows less the cost of the investment. You know, in the previous example, yeah, net present value in this case, 11,200 is the future value, 10,000 is the present value, and then the net present value is equal to future value minus present value. 1200 is the net present value here. Similarly, in this example, present value is 10,200, future value is 11,424. So the net present value will be 11,424 minus 10,200. So the future value minus present value will be the net present value. Hope it is clear. Suppose an investment that promised to pay 10,000 in 1 year is offered for sale for 9,500. Your interest rate is 5%. Should you buy this? Clear? You have the formula. Future value is 10,000. present value is 9,500, rate of return is 5% or interest rate is 5%. Use the formula. 10,000 will be paid in 1 year. So 10,000 divided by 1.05, because future value divided by 1 plus R will be the present value. Calculate the present value. So the net present value is equal to present value, future value minus present value is equal to net present value. So the investment is telling to offer 10,000 after 1 year for 9,500 today. So today value is the present value. So 9,500 today. So minus plus 10,000 after 1 year divided by 1.05. Future value divided by 1 plus rate of interest is equal to present value. So minus 9,500 plus 9,500, 23.81. So net present value is 23.81. So you are getting a positive net present value, isn't it? So the present value of the cash inflow is greater than the cost. In other words, the net present value is positive. So the investment must be purchased, so that you will get 23.81 positive NPV. So clear? You see, net present value is what? The present value, the present value of the future cash flows minus the present value. Here, future cash flow is after 1 year 10,000. Its present value will be divided by 1.05. Minus, you are paying for that 9,500. If it is coming positive, you should buy the policy or you should buy the investment. If it is negative, you should reject the investment. Here, it is coming 23.81 positive. So you should accept the investment or buy the investment policy. So NPV is equal to, by seeing the example, doing the exercise, it is clear now. NPV is equal to minus cost plus present value. 9,500 multiplied by 1.05 is equal to 9,975, which is less than 10,000. So you should accept the project. If we had not undertaken the project, what will happen? For example, this the positive NPV came, but you did not accept the project. What happens? What is the net impact you will have? This 9,500 you will invest somewhere else. Rate of return is 5% currently going on. So you will invest this 9,500 in another project, get 1.05 as the rate of return, and future value will be 9,975. But this investment was giving you 10,000. So 10,000 is better than 9,975. So you should accept this one, not you should invest somewhere else at 5%. That's why this is a profitable one. Now we will have single period case. Now we finished. Means one present value, one future value after 1 year. That is the single period case. Now we will see multi-period case after 2 year, after 3 year, after 5 year. So single period case, I think clear to all of you. Just a minute. Let me stop the recording.